Hello children, in the last class, freedom struggle, that lesson we started, and also we learned the early protest. What protest started in India before 1857, that one we learned. Today we are learning the 1857, that year is called milestone children. It is called milestone, which is remarkable in the Indian history of Indian independence. While this struggle was very strong, it is throughout India. Both Sipahis, soldiers, then citizens fought in this war against the British. So it is a very great event in the Indian history. So 1857 event is called as a milestone in the Indian history. So this war is Sipahi Mutiny, it is called by the British. British called the 1857 event as a Sipahi Mutiny. Sipahi means soldier. Because of soldier only it is started. Everywhere all Indian soldiers who were there in the British army revolted against the British. So they called it as a Sipahi Mutiny. Then Indian nationalists, Indian leaders, many leaders were there. Damodar Savarkar, Bal Gangadhar Tilak, all leaders were there. They called it as the first war of Indian independence. They called it as a war because such a strong opposition or revolt was there against the British. Even citizens, soldiers, common people, everyone revolted against the British. So they described it as a first war against the British for the independence. Followed? Yes. What are the causes for the Indian first war of Indian independence? What were the causes? Already we know that British started exploiting the Indians by their policies. Then farmers were under the burden of heavy taxes. All that one is there, children. So, what are the causes? That one I will explain. First thing is, Indian economic system was weakened by the long-term rules of the British. Long-term rule of the British. British ruled more than 200 years. So, because of their policies, for their benefit, they made the policies. So, as foreigners ruled us for a long, Britishers ruled for a long time, our economic system become very weak. People become very poor. Then people were in a utter distress. People were not in a comfortable life. They were exploited by the British policies. Their condition was not good. Farmers were under the burden of heavy taxes. They were crushed. That means heavy tax they used to take from the farmers. That also one of the reasons. And cottage industries were gradually destroyed. Many cottage industries were there in India because of British policy. They made India as a net importer of raw materials, exporter of finished goods, and importer of raw materials they made. Because of this reason, our cottage industries were destroyed. And many people were depending on the cottage industries, they become sourceless, jobless they become. So their condition was very worst it is. Because of all this reason, people revolted against the British. What are the many causes were there, children? They were categorized into 6. All the causes. What I said, no, that is brief I said. So that causes are many that were categorized into 6 groups as a political causes, administrative causes, economic causes, then social and religious causes, military causes, and immediate causes. This immediate causes only it is like a spark for the war. This is the most important cause. So like these 3 causes are divided into 6 parts. According to that only we learn the causes today. First thing is political causes. Subsidiary alliance they introduced. That is, Lord Wellesley, he made the subsidiary alliance. That means king has to keep the British army in his kingdom, and all the expenses of the army and the war, the king has to bear it, and he has to keep the one of the British officer in his kingdom. These were the conditions of the subsidiary alliance. So indirectly they are taking away the freedom of that king, and the heavy burden of the British army was on that kingdom. It weakened the financial condition of the kingdom, so many kings were opposing this one. Next one is Dalhousie made the doctrine of lapse. Means the king who is not having the son, he has to hand over the kingdom to the British. He can't take the adopted son as his successor. That was one more policy that also many kingdoms opposed it. This is the first political cause. Then pension of the many kings were withheld. When they are taking their kingdom, they have to give the pension to the king to lead his life. But many kings' pension was held up. They were not paying. And so these are the reasons, political reasons for which the Indian kings revolted against the British. Next comes administrative causes. In the administration, either it is civil or in the military, all the higher posts are for the British people. Higher post, officer post or manager post, everything was for the British people only. Only lower category work they used to do for the Indians. That is the first cause. Then yes, they used the English language as an administrative language. That is also one of the reason, because in olden time Persian language was there. Mughals and all they using the Persian language as an administrative language. So English is a very foreign language it is. So people opposed that also, why they introduced the English as a administrative language. Yes, then in the role of administration, some mediators started, zamindars and all they started. That is also disturbing the people. Government and the person doing the payment of taxes, okay. That middlemen, like zamindars, their behavior is very harsh to the farmers. They are collecting the heavy burden from the farmers, and their behavior is also not good. So that interference of the brokers or mediators also, people opposed it. Yes, these are the administrative causes. Next comes economic causes. Yes, British looted the wealth of India and for their benefit and made India poor day by day. What they made? They made India as a net exporter of raw materials and net importer of finished goods. Raw materials, for example, cotton the farmers are growing, that one they have to export to England factories at the cheap rate. After that, they have to purchase the finished clothes from the England for the higher rate. See, when you are taking, it is cheap. When you are purchasing that, when you are giving at the cheap rate, when you are taking at the higher rate, you definitely will become poor only, no? So by this way, people become very poor. And when they started bringing the finished goods from the England factories, our cottage industry is destroyed. Day by day, they destroyed, and people become jobless. Land revenue policy was exploited. They are taking the very heavy tax from the farmers. So it is a kind of exploitation to the farmers. Then the income of the talukdars and zamindars snatched away the income of the source of the farmers. These are the middlemen. Whatever the farmer is having, that one they used to take. If crop is not there means what the farmer is having, that one they used to take as a tax. So it is a kind of exploitation only. Then commercialization of agriculture. For their benefit, Britishers forced the farmers to grow the commercial crops. Food crops and commercial crops are there, children. Food crops means which one we are using for the dairy food. Wheat, jawar, rice, all that one. Commercial means for selling that crop farmer is growing. For example, cotton, that one you can't use in a food. Sugar cane, that also you can't use in a food. They are selling one. Cotton, sugar cane, even maize, all these one are called commercial crops. Farmers are forced to grow commercial crops instead of food crops. See, farmers completely they are depending on their farm. So mainly they are growing the food crops. So in that only they are keeping the food for them for the whole year. Other things only they are purchasing, not the food cereals. But when they are growing the commercial crops, they have to purchase the food crops also. Already they are poor. How they will purchase the food crop or food cereals also? So it becomes very difficult for the farmers to purchase the food cereals and all. And day by day there was a shortage of food. Yes. Then in spite of all this one, the drought also started. Sometimes there will be no rain at all in India. It is uncertain rain. So because of drought also, farmers' condition become very poor. Yes, all these one factors made India very poor country. These are the administrative economic causes. Next comes social and religious causes. Yes, social and religious causes, children. See, always Britishers were underestimating the Indians. They were teasing like you are uncivilized people. Indians are not having culture. We are primitive people. Primitive means uncivilized people. Like that they used to tease us, abuse us. That is, it will hurt our children. All are having the self-respect. Like this, they are teasing. That is the one of the reason to revolt against the British. Then British used to call Indians as a pig or black people. Like that they used to tease us. Pig they used to call us or black people. Comparing to their skin color, ours is a brownish color. So they used to call us as a black people. That is also one of the reason. And they made some hotels, restaurants, they made children. But Indians were not allowed in that hotels. Only higher class British people used to go there. Indian people are not at all allowed in that hotels. Not only that, children, hotels, clubs, restaurants were there. Anywhere Indians were not allowed. They used to keep the board in the entrance of that hotels or clubs. What boards they used to keep means entry of dogs and Indians are prohibited. See how hurting it is. Entry of dogs and Indians are prohibited. That means they are treating us like a dogs. Such a worst behavior they used to do with the Indians. Then these are all social causes, children. In the society, everyone should be equal. There should not be any discrimination in the society. Then only we are having the respect in the society. If anyone says, don't come here, don't sit here, don't come inside, like this means it will hurt the self-respect. British openly in the public they used to say this one. They are keeping the board in front of their hotels and clubs. So insulting one it is. Yes, that is social causes, children. Next comes religious causes. India is the most religious country, children. Religion means it is in our blood only. We are giving very high respect for our religion. Religious matters means everyone is respecting that one. But while making the policies, British they interfered in the our religious matter also. Sati system they abolished. Child marriage they cancelled. Then widow remarriage they encouraged. Then untouchability also they denied that one. So all this one are in our religion only, in our society only. So what our India's people thought, they are entering in our religion also. Followed children. Sati system and all they taken as it is a tradition. Widow marriage was not there. That also the Indians taken as a tradition. But when this by the policy only, by the law only, they started interfering in all these matters. People thought that British are interfering in the religious matter. So they did not like all these policies. That is abolition of sati system, encouraging the widow remarriage, cancelling the child marriage. All this one they did not like. That is the one reason. Second reason, children, arrival of railway. Railways they started. British only started railways in India, children. But higher caste people, rich people, they did not like this one. Because in the railways, all the category people has to travel in one bogie only. Either you are rich, poor, lower caste, higher caste, whatever it is, everyone has to travel in the same bogie only. So higher class people, they irritated by this one. They thought it is insult for us. Always they are maintaining their status in the society as a higher class people, rich people, like that they used to maintain their status. When along with the lower caste people or poor people, they are traveling with the railway means this somewhat they got the irritation and did not like this policy of the British. Yes, this is all the reasons of the social and the economic causes they are called. Next comes military causes. See children, number of Indian soldiers were there in the British army, but they are paid very less salary. And there is no promotion for the Indian soldiers. One more thing, they have to work far away from their home, from their native place. Far away they are going means it is not a easy children, leaving their family, leaving their native place. Even though you are going far away places means all the facilities should be provided, sufficient salary should be there. But nothing they are providing for the Indian soldiers. Wherever they are working, either in the native place or from the faraway place of the native, they have to work at the lower salary and no promotion for them. In the military or in the civil, everywhere higher posts are taken by the British only. Only at the low category, Indian soldiers were working. That is the reason. Second one, in the olden days, Indian tradition dresses were there, children, and many things were there. According to their religion, people used to wear it. Muslim dress only different. Hindu people, dhoti and all they used to wear. Vibhuti people used to put. Then turban they have to bind on their head. Like this, some traditional and religious things were there, children. Kadga and all they used to wear in the religion. These are called religious matters only, children. But British did not allow all this one. What civil military dress they made, that one Indian soldier has to wear. They are not allowed to do any other religious things. So people did not like that one. Just I said, religion is in our blood. If any matter is against the religion means no one will like it. No one will accept it. So Indian soldiers were not satisfied in the British army. Then higher salary they used to pay for the British officers who were there in the army, and many good facilities they used to give to them. So that is one of the hurting things for the Indian soldiers. See, when you are working in the same field, other people are getting the good facility and you are not getting, means definitely it will irritate. Definitely it will become the unsatisfactory matter for you. Yes, no? Because of this reason, the Indian soldiers who were there in the British army, they were not satisfied with the British officer. They were planning to revolt against the British. Yes, these are all the military causes. Next comes immediate cause. Immediate means soon after this cause, the war started. So it is called as a immediate cause. What is that? See children, in British Army, they introduced the Enfield rifles. One new kind of rifles they introduced, that is Enfield rifles they are called. That is in the year 1857 only they introduced that one. So that year only people revolted against the British. What is the speciality of that Enfield rifles means? The cartridge of that rifle was covered or coated with the animal fat. And while using that cartridges, soldier has to uncap it with his teeth. He has to uncap it with his teeth. That what cap they made, what covering they made, it is animal fat. Which animal? Either cow or pig it is. Either cow or pig with that animal fat they covered it. Both animals are against the Indian religion children. Hindu soldier means we are worshipping the cow. So people killing the cow and all, it is against the Hindu people. Biting the meat or fat, anything means it is against the Hindu religion only. Most of the Hindus are non-vegetarian. Then pig means it is against the Muslim soldiers. They did not like the pig. Biting the pig and fat is also against the religion only, no? Either it is Hindu or Muslim, whatever it is. So the soldiers were that religion only, either Hindu or Muslim. Both did not like to use that cartridges, but British officers they forced to use that one. And soldiers who are refusing to use that cartridges or uncap the cartridges means they are using very bad punishment for them. That was the immediate cause. So the soldiers in the British Army, in the Indian soldiers in the British Army, they planned to revolt against the British because they are not at all willing to use that cartridges. They don't want to uncap that cartridges with their teeth. Just there are everyone are planning, everyone having that anger against the British. Just they wanted one spark. Mangal Pandey, he shooted one of the British officer. By that one, everywhere the war started in India. Everyone, Indian soldiers in the British Army, common people, everyone, farmers, everyone revolted against the British. There was a very strong struggle. That's why it is called as a milestone. Yes. How the movement was there, that one I will take in the next class. Already it is lengthy one. See, 6 causes I explained children neatly. Listen the video session once or twice, you will understand that one. How the movement started, that one I will take in the next class. For today's class, I will do the homework. Okay. Yes, homework for today's class. What name British gave to 1857 struggle? What they called? By making they called no? That one you have to write. How Indian nationalists considered the 1857 struggle as a first war of Indian independence they considered. That you have to write. What are the causes of the first war of Indian independence? 6 I wrote no children. The word that one you have to write one twice. What are the political and administrative causes for the 1857 struggle? Political causes you write one by one, then you write the administrative causes. Write the immediate cause for the 1857 struggle. What is the immediate cause? That is introduction of the Enfield rifles and the cartridges which are covered by the animal fat are the immediate causes for the 1857 struggle. That one you have to write. Okay, children? Yes. This much you write for today. Moment of the struggle I will take in the next class.